Welcome to another 4-minute wonder. Behind me is a massive sandstone structure that was built in the 1320s, and it's called the Water Tower. It's connected to the city walls by a spur wall that's about 30 metres long. The clue to its purpose is in its name. And you might think, well, water tower, aren't they normally associated with storing water? So, for example, we have them in Chester, in Bourton, and there's one on Overley Road. But this water tower originally stood in the waters of the River Dee. Where I'm standing now was once part of the river. In medieval times, between here and the Watergate were quays. It was part of the Port of Chester. The water tower and the spur wall were built to protect the harbour, to protect those quays, and to prevent an attack on the town. What it did, it allowed archers to be in the tower and on the spur wall to fire onto any attackers in this part of the port. It provided a killing zone, and this was a design that was used in the castles of North Wales. When it was built, it was known as the New Tower. Today, the water tower is not in the river, it's high and dry, and in fact it had been high and dry since the 16th century. Today, the river is about 200 metres away, and this is a result of both silting but also engineering works in the 18th century. Nearby, there's a scout hut, and this was built in 1999, and it references the medieval trading vessels that would have used the Port of Chester with their high stern castles, and its roof looks like sails folded along a boom. Today, there's a children's play area below the tower, and that also has nautical references. There's a boat, there's rigging, there's ropes that might have been used to tie up those boats. And kids, just think, while you're playing there, if you were here in the 1300s, you would have been in the line of sight of those archers in the tower and on the spur wall. Today, the water tower isn't under attack by pirates and other raiders, but it's under attack by the weather. The sandstone tends to be a soft rock that easily weathers. So what you can see behind me, there's examples of what's called differential weathering. So some parts of the sandstone will be harder than others. So the softer bits will weather more quickly than the harder bits. And also, part of it has weathered along the bedding planes, and you can sort of see that here. Also here, the masons have put the block in so that the bedding planes are vertical and the material, the rock, is peeling off. It's sort of exfoliating. Also, you can see where pebbles that are included in the sandstone have fallen out to create pebble casts. And that's my 4 minutes up at the water tower, and I'm pleased to say I've kept high and dry.